everyone, and welcome back for more Qitari quests from the Qitari Serpent. A chilling fate. Ooh, that doesn't look great. The Great Serpent of Ronka once again would bestow upon you the wisdom of the gods. Lovely. Except...
Scree, scree!
The Great Serpent wriggles and rides about with glee. It appears to be eagerly anticipating what new discoveries the Qitari excavation effort might bring. Speak with Chikal Katal as I choke. Chikal Katal and see how things have been progressing since last you met. So before I talk to him, I just want to say, first of all, I still have a quest to take, because obviously we've got the max. This is the level where you get one quest more than you need, so save that for after. And I got the special quest, so more reason why I haven't done it yet.
Oh, hello there, friend. It is most splendiferous. It is a most splendiferous day here at the Stoffel. The ritual that the V's so kindly taught us has allowed us to delve deeper into the tunnels, and you wouldn't believe the wonders we found. It is as my boy says. Our exploration of the second stratum is nearly complete, and you'll be pleased to know that the relics and treasures we have found have all confirmed that your interpretation of the second stele was indeed the correct one.
Yeah, so I'm going by that, saying that regardless of what you say, regardless of which one you pick, they say it's correct. Which does mean that the quest text will be a little bit different.
Our forebears welcomed the V's when they arrived in the Great Wood. Despite our clear differences in aspects and like lifespan, stature, and martial aptitude, our two peoples forged a strong bond, not unlike that shared by Ixmaya and Oxdalan, our guardian deities. We also found records of a story told since olden times. In it, the V's and the Qitari were hunting together in the wood, when they suddenly fell into a deep sinkhole. Their bodies bruised with no source of nourishment, they had no choice but to wait for a rescuer to come. Knowing that his short lifespan was nearly at an end, the short-lived Qitari offered his own flesh to his V's companion, that she might survive for many years to come. Could there be a more wart-harming tale of friendship and devotion? Why, it brings a tear to my eye. I am also pleased to report that in our search, we did also manage to find a passage leading even further into the Stoppel's depths. Yes, I have little doubt that another stele awaits us should we continue to delve below. I trust that Tawal is investigating the matter as we speak. As a matter of fact, she returned a short while ago. Tawal is nothing if not circumspect. I have no doubt her survey of the tunnels was most thorough. And yet I fear the news is not all good. Poor Tawal collapsed into a shivering heap almost immediately upon her return, and has remained in bed, silent, with a dreadful fever ever since. As such, I have sent for our friends in Slitherbow to come to our aid. I do believe I just saw them over there. Come, Alexander, I would be most obliged if you could join us in getting to the bottom of all this. Of course. Scree, scree.
We came as soon as we could. What sort of melody is stricken the poor little fellow?
According to those who accompanied her, the passage below was blocked by a vast water vein. Tawal and her team had no choice but to dive in and attempt to swim their way onwards through the depths. it would seem the chill of the water took quite a toll on their bodies, Tual most of all.
Or perhaps they encountered a fearsome leviathan lurking in the deep, who did lash out at them with its tentacles in furious rage. Oh, for woe! My heart goes out for this brave, battered soul.
Fortunately, her life appears to be in no danger, and yet I fear that the stopple is far from an ideal environment for sheltering the wounded and infirm.
I would have to agree. Talismans and shrines may do well to ward off the creatures of the deep, but they will do little to keep a shivering body warm and nurse the sick back to good health. Alex, the Qitari have a simple life, eschewing luxury. We at the Knights Blessed are the same, and I too believe frugality to be an admirable trait. And yet I dare say they deserve to live in better comfort than this. Wouldn't you agree? Perhaps there's something we could do for them. Oh God. That was probably like, you don't have to do anything for us. I'll read that in a second. What are friends for if not to help one another in trying times?
We would be most obliged to you for your aid. In the meantime, I will suspend our exploration of the tunnels until such a time as we find a way to traverse those frigid and treacherous waters. Like a boat?
I'll go and gather the supplies we need to keep your friend here safe. We'll need something to warm her body and medicine to ease her fever. An elixir of life for the afflicted Qitari fellow. Leave that to Quinford, son of Dwattle, potion maker non-parallel. No. Non-parallel? Yes, I do believe I can procure the ingredients I need for from our friends in Fanau. As for keeping her warm, I do believe I know just the thing. Something my mother always used to make for me when I caught a cold as a child. All I'll need is a kindling crystal from Lake Tutsi Mekta. I wonder who'll be getting that. I would fetch it myself, but I fear it would be treacherous going for one such as me. Could I trouble you with the task, Alex? Yeah, I can get a crystal.
You are most finiscent indeed. My friends, is there nothing I could do to be of assistance?
I intend to return here to tend to poor Tual. Perhaps you could help me looking after your friend.
Consider it done. Whatever I might do to be of help, I am at your every keck and ball.
I mean, yeah, he does the thing that I do, which worries me. The serpent lets out a plaintive cry. It appears to be deeply concerned for the ailing Tual Manal. I wasn't sure what to think of them at first, but there's something rather endearing about these little mousy fellows. As friends of Ronka and neighbours here in the Great Wood, I can't help but wish them well.
Poor Tual! If only there was all that I could do for her. On behalf of all the stewards, please accept my apologies for always burdening you so. I promise you that your good deeds will not go unappreciated.
Mumble, mumble, mumble. Where is it? Oh God, it's all the way over there. You know what? Ba ba da da. Ba da ba da ba. Ba ba da ba. Do 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 do. Also, since I've got the hood turned off, basically we've got to level 78 now, and we're like, where is it? Going to be level 6. 7 is the last one, technically. Like, 7 is the end of the story, 8 is the bonus little extra. So we're 1 off the end of the main story-ish. But yeah, we've still at least got 2 more to do. So I imagine I'm probably going to manage 2 levels. So that means that's very good for leveling up. Do bum 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 ba ba. Kindling crystal. Translucent stones of this sort are lightly warm to the touch and often employed, or lightly, not likely, and often employed by the Knights Blessed to aid in starting bonfires. So it's more or less. Oh, I didn't need 2. I didn't need 2! I think I need the high quality one. I'm just gonna keep them all for now, just in case. Oh, no. You wanna go to here. Save a bit of time. I wonder what today's reward. I think today's reward is going to be the other serpent. Like the cowboy one. Like the minion, I mean. And then obviously the mount will be the final-ish, technically, reward. Do 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 do. Bum 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 ba-da.
How goes the search, Alexander? Have you managed to locate anything that might keep poor Tawal calm?
It says warm. Why did I say calm? Indeed I have. Kindling crystal. There you go.
Fascinating. How gently warm to the touch it is. Yes, I dare say this should help to warm Tawal's body and ease her pain.
Do 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 do. Worry not, my friends. I prepared some extra doses and shared them with the remaining members of the excavation team. Should any of them exhibit similar symptoms to poor Tawal, relief is only a quarter of Quintford's quintessential elixir away. A quaff, not a quarter. Makes more sense. Tawal seems to be feeling a bit better already. At this rate, I dare say she'll be back on her feet in no time.
I cannot thank you enough, my friends. Poor Tawal. I must tell her just how much I appreciate all she has done for us when she awakens. Oh, Father, I have it. Yes, I indubitably do. Chakal, are you quite all right? Have what I say? When I took Alexander's discovery into hand, my entire body was filled with a gentle wave of warmth from within. Why, if we were to give one to each member of the ex-vacation team, they could stay warm and toasty, even as they navigated the frigid waters below. Simply ingenious, my boy. Master Valan, Master Quinford, might I trust you to look after our dear Tawal in my stead? I would return to the excavation, that I might deliver to my friend a discovery that is sure to have her dancing in the tunnels. Scree!
Leave it to us, my friend. There could be no greater honour than to lend my prodigious talents to a proud race of Ronka.
That settles it. Let the third stage of ex-vacation begin. Scree, scree! Y'all?
Ooh, the boink boink, and then boink boink boink, and then the really eerie music will play. Sometime later. Boink boink boink. Yep. It's really weird. Qitari Natal and Shakal Katal have safely returned from their investigation of the tunnels.
Scree, scree, scree!
Oh, I should have taught the others. Ow.
Ah, Alexander, my friends, we've returned. Our serpent friend with us, and I am pleased to report that the third stele has been found. Sadly, much like the first two, it has seen better days. We must count our blessings that it survives at all. With the ravaging sea-eaters, rushing waters, and worse that it has faced over the years. Indeed, why I can scarcely imagine the horrors our forefathers faced when they braved the depths so long ago. Scree, scree!
Have no fear, and lament not the past, O brave sons of Ronka, for in reclaiming your legacy this day, you forge the path to a brighter and ever more prosperous future. So saith the Divine Protector, and may its words give you strength. Well, the sentiment is an admirable one at least. But do tell, what were you able to make of the stone?
What we could discern of the markings was most curious indeed. It showed a single Qitari holding a fish over its head, and standing next to him, a curious creature that resembled a miniature catfish man, with 2 little legs.
Oh no. A catfish man, you say? Why, I have pored through every encyclopedia on Master Matoya's shelf, and never so much as heard of such a thing. What manner of fantastic and ancient beast might you have discovered? You, the most well-travelled of us, Alex. Have you ever heard of such a creature in your journeys? Yes. Oh boy! Have I ever! I had a good catfish stew once. A curious race of fishmen that live far to the east. No wonder we haven't heard of them here in Novrent. Doubtless they were one of the many ill-fated people swallowed up by the flood. In any event, these catfish men sound most fascinating. I'll be quite curious to find out more.
I have a theory as to what these markings signify. It was a time of old, when famine ravaged the forest. In trying times, our ancestors and these catfish men each laid claim to a vital fishing ground. That the creatures no longer inhabit these parts can mean only one thing. The proud Qitari, the might of the great Ronkan Empire behind them, drove these slippery creatures from the Great Wood, reclaiming the food supply as theirs and theirs alone. Bereft of a source of nourishment, the catfish men died out one by one, and met their eventual extinction.
I mean, that sounds pretty accurate.
Extinction. Perish the thought. Believe me, Father, I am not so naive to think this was another bright and happy chapter in history. No doubt the famine you speak of truly did befall our forest home. All the more reason that these catfish men showed up on our doorstep on the verge of collapsing from hunger. Our forefathers did offer them fish that they might sustain themselves for the days to come.
Most fascinating theories, the both of them, and yet I would posit another. I have read of an ancient coin emblazoned with the image of a catfish that was said to predate the Ronkan Empire. It is not plausible, even probable, that it may be the currency of an ancient civilization of fishmen that flourished in the depth below. No, it isn't, and I think we've heard enough theories for the day. At any rate, Quintford and I should be getting back to Slitherbar. If you're ever in need of warding charms or far-fetched theories, you know where to find us. Interesting.
I must say, there's something quite compelling about the thought of a great civilization of subterranean dwelling fish people. Perhaps I should reconsider my... Scree! Or perhaps not. At any rate, it would appear that once again my son and I have arrived at conflicting interpretations of our people's past. And so we turn once more to you, ally of Ronka. Which version of history shall be told? Friend Alexander, pray lend us your sage wisdom and a cute insight. Scream!
A chilling fate. This one actually is a hard one to go for. Because reputation up there. Clearly are no Namazu in Novrand. Once more, the Qitari father and son have arrived at differing interpretations of past events as depicted on the stele. At the bidding of the Great Serpent, it falls to you to determine which version of history will be told. You've achieved honoured reputation with the stewards. Thanks to the supplies provided by the people of Stillavau, Hobblestubble is more hospitable than ever. No doubt the Qitari will be able to return to their excavation efforts with newfound vigour. New Qitari beast type quests are available. 3 bonus. We'll have to do the first ones. Furthermore, more stuff to buy. Normal quality items gathered in the course of this quest serve no purpose and cannot be sold. It's recommended that you discard them. Oh, that's cool.
Scream!
The serpent hops about happily. It appears most pleased to see the residents of the forest cooperating with each other. Which alludes to yours being more correct. Oh, there's the water. So what is it then? Oh, right! Yeah, that makes sense. Hotwell's Dropple. I mean, yeah, of course I'm buying that. Oh, I need to put some thought into this.
Father may interpret the markings differently, but I am certain that my ancestors were not so cruel and violent as he would say. When famine struck the forest, we Qitari took pity on the catfish people and shared with them our precious catches. That they vanished from the Great Wood after this is a pity, but I know that our forefathers did all they could to save their slippery little friends. This is most definitely, most intuitively the case, do you not agree? Magnificent! I knew we shared a like bind, you and I.
Okay, so the third stele, a feast for fishmen. Pascal Catal would persuade you of the truth of his theory regarding the fate of the mysterious race of catfish people. Now this is interesting because they have vanished.
The meanings of the markings on the third stele could not be more clear. Our forebearers went to war with the catfish people over control of the fishing grounds. With the might of the Great Ronkan Empire on our side, we drove those slimy creatures out of the Great Wood once and for all, and never were their kind seen again. Truly a triumphant day in history, would you not agree?
Now, the thing with that is, the picture that you described doesn't seem to say that, though it seems the most likely outcome.
Magnificent! I knew that a wise and impartial observer such as you could see things as I did.
Third stele, a famine for fishmen. Qitari Natal would persuade you the truth of his theory regarding the fate of the mysterious race of catfish people. I'm gonna have to go for yours again because I feel like this one is the more correct option. But at the same time, his observation doesn't seem to be based on the stele they found. So apparently I'm just gonna go with the sun all the way. Third stele, a feast for fishmen.
Perhaps the boy is right. And history is at times not so cruel as it may seem at a glance. In any event, if you truly find his version of events more compelling, I see no reason to object. Splendorous! And with that, let's get the restoration of the third stage started. You'll stick around to see that everything is done right, won't you? Whenever you're ready to begin, just say the word. Are you ready, Alexander? Then Father and I shall call for our best artisans at once.
I really want to see the other options. Tink, tink, tink. Yes, very Namazu-like. The third Qitari stela has been restored to depict Qatar's interpretation of the history between the Qitari and the ill-fated catfish people. I would like to know what's happened to them though. We might find out in the next one. Outfitted with supplies and conveniences brought by the Knights Blessed, Hobblestobble is more hospitable than ever before. Rejoicing in their newfound comfort, the Qitari have returned to their excavation effort with renewed energy and enthusiasm. One can only imagine what marvellous discoveries are yet to come.
Scree! Scree, 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 scree. Qitari legend has it that there are 4 stelae in there, but we are but one step away from reclaiming the last piece of our legacy. Tawal has been one of our most tireless workers from the start. I fear that perhaps I overburdened her. Scree!
Serpent hops about happily. Also, that kind of goes with your view as well. Wait a minute. This looks like the great one! Oops. Alex sent that to me? Yeah. I quite like this one. Yeah, it's definitely the same interpretation fish. Interpret fish. Alright. Let's do this quest and then we'll get the free ones. Qitar Pasal would have you utter the word of power.
The morning stars are protected by all sorts of runken built guardians, living statues that keep intruders at bay. Since we're also striving to preserve their legacy, I think it's only fair to have them defend us while we explore the caverns. If you were to say Lahi to one of the dolls that lie dormant, it would surely heed your call and spring to our aid.
And we can get the 3 new ones. 1 fish, 2 fish, bread fish, stew fish. Qitar Pasal is anxious to share news of a recent discovery.
Our workers discovered a vast body of water while excavating in an underground cavern and found it absolutely teeming with fish. This blessing will provide a steady supply of sustenance as we dig deeper. That is, of course, if we can catch the fish. A lure made from animal bones should prove irresistible, and the husk has no shortage of desiccated remains. My workers and I will be grateful if you could bring some to us.
Serpents will be done! Qitar Pasal has a message she looks eager to share with you.
Ah, such splendid timing! It would seem your singular ability to coax the great serpent into obedience with a mere whistle has made you quite the commodity. Atul Matal was just asking after you and requested that I send you her way with haste. The matter seemed quite urgent, so urgent in fact, that she ran off before I had a chance to inquire as to the details.
Mount! Cottel's Chronicles. Cottel Pasal would set history right once and for all.
Thanks to your tireless efforts, our excavation is nearing its completion. The gifts of the past we've uncovered here will be a boon to future Qitari, and to be sure, but we mustn't keep our discoveries to ourselves. No, I intend to spread knowledge of Ronka to every corner of the world. To that end, I mean to author a definitive history of Ronka with my own hands. Moreover, I intend to use an ingenious system of wood blocks and ink to produce enough copies so that no curious mind goes unsated. If you would be an ally of history, then I have to ask just the task for you. Pray bring me a slab of black stone from Muir's Regret. While it may appear a common stone at first glance, we have long used it to make writing instruments.
Right. I just looked at the time and noticed that it's 10 to the hour, so I'm going to rush over and do the daily quest. Do 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 do, ba ba da ba 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 da, do 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 do, do 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 ba da da, do 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 do. Ah, there you are, dormant Ronkan doll. The Ronkan doll rests in silence. La hee. Come on, see it. The doll has awoken! And it walks straight through me. Ba 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 da da. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba. Do 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 do. I am pleased that I managed to get this quest like at a time that was handy for recording. Because any lore to do with the Lahis and the Great Serpent or any of that type of stuff is just really interesting to me. Ooh!
Curse this fever. I must return to the dig.
Ooh, very close.
It's a miracle. The Guardian has arrived. In fact, it clambered down into the caverns just before we got here, and is no doubt showing off whatever might threaten our workers. Best of all, now that it's awake, it will continue patrolling without rest or need to be fed. Perhaps we can even get it to assist in the excavation itself.
Wait, she not say the wake up thing? Also, I just remembered I never checked what was said in that quest. Damn it. I'll have to look back at the video.
Ah, good sir, let me thank you for answering my summons on such short notice. My time spent with the Great Serpent has given me a certain intuition when it comes to anticipating its needs. And recently, I've noticed something peculiar about its behavior. It fidgets inside the vase restlessly, but I don't sense that it yearns for freedom. No, this is another matter entirely. It wishes to free something from within itself. Doubtless the mystifying light it has a habit of disgorging from its eyes. I must admit I am grateful for the serpent's forbearance in this matter. When it is we who are obliged to serve. And serve we shall, with your help, of course. Pray bring the serpent to Fruit of the Protector, where it can shed light to its heart's content.
Also, I didn't notice last time. We have a little flute! Which insinuates it technically could be us giving it the power. Alright, where's Serpents Will Be Done?
Scree!
Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba da. Ba ba da ba ba.
Scree! 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 Scree!
Do do do. Ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba. Ba ba da ba. The air here is teeming with magical energy. This might be the perfect place to let the Great Serpent do its business. Speak with Automatal at Hopple to mount the Great Serpent of Ronka and unleash its peculiar light into the area around the fruit of the Protector. A brilliant flash of light accompanies the release of unmeasurable quantities of magical energy. The Great Serpent appears content with itself. Fair enough. And sadly, we have to get off. Splendid Bone Fragment. Bones tend to make splendid lures, especially when one seeks to catch splendid fish. No! Oh wait, we need a high quality one. I used the wrong thing. Oops. Ah, so this is how they're going to make them slightly harder. I'm using gathering rate again, damn it! I'll be honest, I can't remember which skill it was. I'm gonna check. Right, it's on Earth. I forgot. I haven't done this in a while. Or rather, I haven't needed to do that in a while. Alright. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Hee. Ba ba da ba da ba da. La hee. Hee. Ba ba da. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da da. Aw, oh, damn it, you can't get over that way. Ba 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 da. Do 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 da. La hee. Hee. Splendid Black Rock, Qitari Magnum Opus. A history of Ronka must be splendid in every aspect, as was the tool she will use to write it. There we go. It's such a great mount. I can't wait to get it. So, yeah, 7 will be the end of the main story, because we'll get the final Stalia, and then it'll be the big grind, and then a little bit of extra at the end to wrap it all up. Like, that's usually what 8 is. It used to be like almost nothing, but they have improved since Stormblood, I think.
Now there's my able gatherer. Well, did you get the items? We're ever so eager to begin feasting. You've outdone yourself once again. Until now, we've been subsisting on preserved food. It fills our bellies, but I'm of the philosophy that a meal is meant to be savoured. Perhaps finally we can forget the fact that we're toiling away under the earth, if even for just one meal.
Normal quality items, yeah. Get rid of them. Serpents will be done!
I trust Matal's task was not too daunting. Oh, I see. What an unorthodox request. However, it seems that Matal, and more importantly the Great Serpent, were more than pleased with your performance. Humble creatures such as we can but guess as to the Serpent's wishes, and carry them out as dutifully as we can manage. In that respect, I believe we have done splendidly. You should be honoured to have been given the task, and should you be asked to undertake it once more, I suggest you treat it with the same gravity as you did today. So long as the Great Serpent is happy, the Qitari are happy, and that should make you happy, old chap.
And 79.
I am always glad to see you, now more than ever. Have you brought the materials I requested?
Yep.
Splendid as always. I eventually hope to distribute my chronicle throughout Novrand, although it would be prudent to begin with a smaller proving ground, such as the Greatwood. Assuming I meet with success here, my ambitions know no bounds. A steward can ask for no greater honour than this task I've given myself, and I shan't rest until I see it done.
And yet, reborn. Serpents will be done again. There's just no accident. 1 fish, 2 fish, breadfish, 2 fish. Sure, I can do these as well. Qitari Pasal is anxious to share news of a recent discovery.
Our workers discovered a vast body of water with...
Oh, okay, so I've done this one. I mean, we'll have to accept that. Safety is no accident. Qitari Pasal is on the lookout for uncommonly sturdy tools for uncommonly dangerous tasks.
As we dig deeper underground, we encounter ever more boulders obstructing our path. We must now refine our tools, reinforce them to withstand these harsh environments, and those harsher still to come. I'd owe you a great debt indeed if you were to aid me in gathering the materials I need to do so. In the waters of Lake Tussi Mecta, you can mine a splendid iron ore, which should do nicely in improving our pickaxes. Take care, however, as you may find things more vicious than rocks barring our path.
It says where, didn't say path at all. Alright, let's go get our giants.
Scree! Scree! Scree!
There's 3 of them now!
Scree!
Is there going to be 4? See, I'm sure that they were in this position before, so 3 seems like the max. But 1 could go here. Although, I don't know. More great serpents is more great.
Scree! Scree!
Ah, we can't go in. I actually really do like these, like, little beds. Is there anything else that's new? I don't think so. It's mainly just the tent and you sleeping. Alright, so safety is no accident. Serpents will be done. Alright. I'm not gonna just fly over there again. We'll jump over, get that, and then we'll jump back. Ba 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 ba. Alright. We need high quality again. Splendid dense iron ore. Only the most splendid picks will suffice for the stewards. And to make those, only the most splendid and densest of ores will do. Oh, okay, that was easy enough. Alright, well, I'm going to go and grab that other one that's just down there. And I'll see you back at camp. Alright. Yeah, that's the new one. Oops. Ah, very close.
Ah, it's good to see you returned. Seeing as you have all your limbs and various extremities, I take it you were able to obtain the items I requested.
Yep, so some splendid dense iron ore. Here you go.
Splendid. With ore of this quality, I'll be able to construct pickaxes that are nigh indestructible. I dare say they'll last longer than our expedition will. These new tools will ensure that our younglings survive to dig well until their twilight years, should the need arise. Perhaps they'll even pass them down to their children.
Alright, and we've already done these, so skippity skippity skip. Ba 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 da 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 dun. Done and done. Alright, even though we don't need to, let's head over home. Nah, we don't need to for that cheap. Ba 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 da ba. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba. I wonder what music's playing here. I usually tend to forget and leave event music on. What is it? Ah, okay. Also, I've not put them away. I'll do that afterwards. Ba 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 da ba da ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 ba da ba 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 ba. All right, Hubbles Drupple. Ba 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 ba. Snap, cling, clang, whirl. Ah. All right, where? Oh. When did that happen? This must have been with the last patch, and I never noticed. Maybe in others? Oh yeah, I haven't checked that yet. Locales, that makes sense. Alright. Scree Scree, Namazu. This is likely what happened to them. Alright, well, I'm in here. Let's do 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 ba 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 bum 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 bum. And with that, we are once again done for now. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for, I guess, the finale? Maybe? I mean, this is the first part of the finale. We have, like, a fair few days before I unlock it, but still, it's not that far off. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!